I'll show you guys next how we use the kale for the hog decorations. I have saved the kale. There's no need to toss it away. This will make really good collard greens. What you want to do is when you make collard greens, the key is to make your pork stock to make a collard greens. A lot of times people use ham hocks, but what I've done is I've actually taken the carcass of the hog and cooked it into a pot like this and left it to simmer for many hours so that all of the collagen from the pork has reduced into the broth here. We're going to use this wonderful barbecue hog bones broth to make our collard greens. Warm up some butter, get some garlic going. You can rough chop the kale. Have a little bit of butter going. Put garlic in. It may seem like a lot of kale, but it'll gradually reduce down. You want to be able to get some of your stock now. From all the bones of the hog, absolutely flavorful stock. And start to sweat the kale using some of this wonderful broth. Been boiling for about 24 hours. Sit on low simmer. All the bones have already dissolved, and this wonderful stock is going to make your collard greens absolutely out of this world. So this will cook down into a large mass. So it may seem like there's a lot of kale here, but all this kale will cook down into a portion of kale and collard greens that you can store and freeze and enjoy over time. So as I cook it, it's going to come down in volume. Alright, we'll continue to cook the kale until it's all reduced down and get it to a nice tender stage. We'll show you guys some tricks on how we season it before we start to enjoy it. It's taken about 40 minutes or so, and I got my collard greens on low simmer. They reached the kind of consistency that I like before I proceed with the final seasoning to show you my final tips here. So what you want to do is you want to keep tasting the collard greens until they reach the kind of tenderness you want. Some people like theirs very tender. Some people like it al dente. So it's up to you. Let me taste mine. Okay, it's absolutely perfect. Show you guys what we do now. So to end the dish here, we put a little bit of my secret ingredient here. It's a tiny bit of mustard. Just a tiny little bit of nutmeg. 1 teaspoon. A splash of some vinegar. I'm using rice vinegar for acid. And just a touch of sweetness from the, that's the beep from the pig's feet ready. Hog feet ready to go. A little bit of honey for sweetness. Stir it up some more. And this collard greens made from the bones of the whole hog is ready to eat. Let me do final seasoning here. A little bit of slap your daddy rub on it. Some of my love rub on it. Okay, let's give it a taste test. Absolutely delicious. Has a little bit of a tanginess from the vinegar. A little hint of sweetness from the honey, and that little tiny hint of a floral note that comes from my secret ingredient. Just a tiny touch of nutmeg into your collard greens, and it's all ready to eat. Here's the completed collard greens, and This is a great flavor. So if you guys want to try my version of Southern style collard greens, give my recipe a shot. And this is a bonus reel to go with the pig that we cooked earlier. Great collard greens, always a great accompaniment for good barbecue.